Was double digits each time. Durant.
Edwards the rebound, the leak out, Gobert lays it in, plus the foul.
Did you know that Minnesota Timberwolves are off to the second round of the NBA playoffs for the first time in 20 years? Their dominant first round sweep of the Phoenix Suns has sent a clear message that they're ready to make a deep run. Let's analyze Game 2 of the NBA playoffs with a special focus on Jaden McDaniels, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert's newfound skills in the playoffs. It was a night of stellar performances from our key players. Karl-Anthony Towns scored an impressive 28 points, while Anthony Edwards led the charge with a whopping 40 points. Their outstanding contributions helped the Timberwolves pull away late and secure a 122-116 victory over the Suns, sweeping the first round playoff series. After accidentally bumping with Wolves guard Mike Conley late in the fourth quarter, coach Chris Finch exited the game, but the team still won. According to the team, his right knee's patellar tendon has ruptured, particularly for Towns, who was chosen with the first overall pick in 2015 and had to wait almost 10 years to win his first playoff series. Minnesota's success has been long in coming. Edwards, who was selected first overall in 2020, is currently in his fourth season. "I couldn't be happier," Towns said before looking at Edwards. He also expressed how special it is for him to play with Edwards, and it is really special to play with someone you have so much admiration and respect for. He added, "The future's so bright for him, I've got to put my sunglasses on." The Suns defeated the Wolves in all 3 games of their regular season series. But Minnesota's all-star trio of Kevin Durant, Devin Booker and Bradley Beal turned the tables in the postseason, wearing down a Phoenix team with the championship hopes. The 35-year-old Durant, who Edwards claims was his childhood favorite player, had nothing but kind things to say about this rising star. "So impressed with Ant," Durant said. Durant said Ant is his favorite player to watch. "He has just grown up so much since he came into the league, and his love for the game shines bright. That's one of the reasons why Durant likes him the most. He just loves basketball. He's grateful to be in this position, and he's taken advantage of every opportunity he's had." Take a look at this moment from the Suns and Timberwolves' second game. Bradley Beal is picked up by Anthony Edwards in the backcourt and completely hounded to the point where he can hardly dribble the ball across the line. The game finally ends with a tic-tac foul, but shortly after, Nickeil Alexander-Walker dribbles the ball over Booker in the backcourt. He is unable to even throw a pass, which results in a turnover for the Phoenix. Kevin Durant is dribbling outside 2 minutes later. Naz read that away. All that pressure starts to get into your head because Bradley Beal can't even get by Rudy Gobert on a switch. Alexander Walker throws it away in his shots, and the combination of the pressure and Walker's late switching throws off the timing between Beal and Booker, resulting in yet another turnover. Alexander Walker is back at it again a second later, this time caught on Booker's hip. When he tries to reach the ball, he just digs his paws in there and knocks it off a Suns player, which is unbelievable because of the Timberwolves' excellent ball pressure this series. Phoenix basically needed screens in the backcourt to allow players like Beal and Booker to acquire the ball and get away from these guards. The Phoenix offensive rating after 2 games in this series is 100. The league average efficiency was that low before the 3-point line the last time, although we often talk about ball hawks on defense. Minnesota is more like a pack of wild wolves swarming a helpless elk. This isn't a nightmare match for Phoenix in the sense that their guards aren't super quick and don't put a lot of pressure on the basket with dribble penetration. In the meantime, Minnesota is just stocked with a ton of crazy athletic long-wing defenders who can basket perimeter players. The Wolves had the best defense in the league this year, allowing 109 points per 100 possessions, which was 6 points better than average. They've put Phoenix in a torture chamber in this series. Denying Beal's catch, Alexander Walker is going all out. Here he stays with all these cuts, and then it's just cookies on the handoff. And he takes it the other way for a steal. During the first game, Rudy Gobert switched on to Kevin Durant when the latter dangled a crossover in front of him. Rudy poked it away, but the alpha male sneaked up and simply tore it from Durant, setting up a showtime dunk, as the Suns sat on Kevin Durant in the corner. Jaden McDaniels may be the greatest of them, picking up Booker 70 feet away just as Gobert is about to steal Durant. Booker fails to complete the pass when Jusuf Nurkic is wide open to the hoop, partly due to McDaniels forcing him to circle near half court. With all the ball pressure, Phoenix has to reset the entire play with 10 seconds remaining. And by the time he turns back and raises his head, it's too late. They essentially let Durant attack Gobert in space by pretending to set up a fake screen for him. Rudy does a pretty good job for staying with him, but sometimes a better offense wins. The thing that's really crazy is that Durant has made some amazing shots to help the Suns' offense reach 100 points. The entire time, Minnesota was just making it difficult for the Suns' offense to get the ball into the paint, where they had a lot of size on Beal. Here, Gobert is lurking behind and switches onto him in the corner. Bradley emerges from the trap. This time, however, Edwards catches the ball on the inbounds, and Beal is already jumping around, looking for a screen to assist him in getting into the front court. Anthony smothers Booker at the rim, and the entire thing is simply a disaster for Phoenix. And it takes about 15 seconds for any useful offensive player to begin, but how much Jaden McDaniels stays in contact with Bradley Beal on the cut to steal the ball. Royce O'Neal is the last person you want dribbling here, so he picks it up, and with 5 seconds remaining, the ball has not crossed the 3-point line. Nas gives Beal a hard wrap before, just to be safe, erasing him at the basket. What a shot, man. In Game 4, it seemed as though the Suns exerted every effort to win by stealing, despite the Wolves' elite defense making things tough for them. Durant and Booker combined for 82 points, each pouring in bucket after bucket. Durant scored 33 points, while Booker had 49. Before the fourth quarter had begun, they had each scored more than 30 points. However, the Timberwolves were able to deflect each blow they threw, and once more Anthony Edwards took on the role of a closer. Whether it was the mid-range jumper he made a few plays later to counter Josh Okogie's dunk, or the three-pointer he made with just over 5.5 minutes left to put the Wolves up 105-101. One in particular seemed to be the last straw. With 18 points, Jaden McDaniels made a huge three-pointer to put the Wolves ahead 113-109. With 2 minutes and 12 seconds left, Edwards made a huge slam to make it 115-111. Even though the game wasn't over there, the Suns' season seemed to be done at that point. Edwards fought all night long. He got poked in the eye, rolled an ankle, and changed shoes during the game, but he stayed in all night to finish with 40 points, 9 boards and 6 assists. He wasn't the only one though. It was Karl Anthony Towns' greatest game since coming back from a meniscus injury. Towns ended up with 28 points on 11 for 17 shooting and 10 rebounds, continuing to be the only player on the Wolves side who appeared to be able to make a shot early on. When Minnesota most needed him, he delivered. Every time the Suns tried to mount an offensive comeback, the Timberwolves had an answer. In a few moments, it appeared as though Phoenix had gained momentum, but the Wolves were able to seize the game whenever it seemed to be slipping away. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining, then don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more. Until next time, see you all.